Welcome back to another edition of Live from Redhook here at the Function House. Tonight we're going to welcome a very special guest, DJ Rick Wonder.
Rick
What's up?
Wonder.
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Welcome down.
It's his birthday week, and he's here at the
Yeah.
Function House.
Yep.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you, thank you, thank
When's the official birth date? Friday?
Yeah.
How old?
Hey, whoa. Let's just do this one.
Hold on. This is a birthday
This is
shot.
a birthday shot for
Birthday
Rick.
shot for Rick.
That was all water, by the way, besides
Woo.
Yossi.
How old? It doesn't really. I'm Peter Pan, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So you're a kid for life?
Yeah, that's
He
it.
doesn't age.
Yeah.
All right, so 21.
Sure. For
All
the
right.
10th time.
21 for the 10th time. So
Yeah.
tell us what you have lined up for your birthday. You got a busy week this week, huh?
Yeah.
Talk to us.
It's actually in
What's the
middle of,
schedule
a
like?
2-week span. It started last week of parties.
Okay.
And it's been going.
So tell us about the parties last week. When did it start?
Last Wednesday, I went Oak, and then what else did I do? I was in Chicago on Sunday. I was at Up and Down on Saturday.
Chicago loves you.
Yeah, it's fun though. I'm there like almost once a month.
Good.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Good
Chicago.
party?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Chicago, Boston, Atlantic City, obviously New York.
Where in Atlantic City do you play?
Providence.
Nice.
Yeah. Tropicana.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So let everybody know where you're from, how you got into this whole DJ thing.
I'm from Long Island, and it started. How did it start? Well, my neighbor across the street bought a setup and came over and was like, "Yo, come on, I got DJ equipment. You know, like let's check it out, whatever." And he was terrible, and I just kind of picked it up and bought the stuff off him, practiced.
What did he have? What kind of equipment?
Remember the 2-channel purple Newmark? Yeah.
I remember that.
Practiced for like a year, and then I played Exit.
How
That's literally how my first club was Exit.
how old were you?
15.
15.
Yeah.
So
you were in Exit
15.
at 15.
Yeah.
So what did it feel like? 15 years old.
Well, not the main room, the side room, but
Yeah, but that's still.
yeah.
I mean, 15 years old. You're playing Exit. What did that feel like?
It was my first club. Like I didn't really know what I was walking into, you know. And at
Cool.
that time, there was no like social media, so you couldn't like see what everybody was doing.
Yeah.
It was
It was a lot harder to promote without social media, right?
Yeah, I just took a stack of flyers and threw them around, and that was it. It was fun. Like my dad dropped me off. I actually waited like around the block, and I showed up with like 6 girls, 2 of my boys, and we just walked in, and I was terrible for like 3 hours.
You thought he was around the block. He was in the club.
That club had mad dope side rooms though.
Yeah.
You know, like they
Yeah.
had a few cool
Yeah.
rooms
Yeah,
off to the
the
side.
roof was really
The
nice,
roof
too.
was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The roof, the red room, the white room. My first thing was the game room.
Okay.
And I couldn't get anybody in there for like 3 hours. And then I played a record that was in the back of my flight case that I didn't even listen to at the time. I didn't even know what it was, and it was the final chapter. And I put that on, and it was a party from there.
That was it.
Yeah, and actually wanted to keep going. I was like, yo, I can't. My dad's waiting outside. Like, I'm gonna get
So is
grounded.
that why you play Final Chapter at every party you DJ?
I used to. I swear to God, I used to. Yeah, I used to.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who put you on actually at
Who were the
Exit?
promoters
Yeah,
that
who
you
put you
worked
on?
for?
So my mom worked for a company that printed the flyers for basically everybody.
Arista?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she was like the receptionist.
They did flyers for like every
Every
promoter
Every
in the tri-state
Yeah.
area.
So
Yep.
she would meet all these guys, like she would meet all these promoters that would come in and like pick up the flyers and whatever. And she's like, "Oh, my son's trying to be a DJ." And one of the guys was like, "Yo, like let me hear what he sounds like, whatever." I made a mix, and next thing I know, I was playing Exit.
Wow.
Yeah. And from there, played Sound Factory, Roxy. Like this is like 3 nightclub lifetimes ago. Like kids these days have no clue what that is, but
They have no idea.
yeah, it's like everything. Like you talk to kids now about stuff like that, and they're like, "What do you mean?" There was 5 clubs on a Friday night that were.
Yeah.
So what do you love? I guess how can I word it? Like, what did you love back then that you can't experience today in your DJ sets or playing in a club? Like, what was different back then that you really loved compared to like how it is today?
So I think the difference is then you went out to hear music, you had no clue what it was, mixed really well. And now you go out to hear music you hear every 5 seconds and you don't care how it's delivered. I think that's like the major difference in like the mainstream clubs. You know, back then like you wanted to go out, you wanted to hear crazy shit
Yep.
that you know what it was, and the DJ would just blend stuff together. And now it doesn't matter if it's scratched, mixed, just As long as it's Drake into Drake into Beyonce into Drake into Drake.
And those side rooms were packed. Like when the
Crazy.
club was packed,
Yeah, because they were usually hip hop.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And like people really went into those rooms to hear that music and to dance.
Yeah, yeah. You can get
Yeah.
away with like anything, you know?
Yeah.
And people liked it, they stayed.
And that's what you miss about today is like you don't have those super clubs with all those different rooms. So you don't have people who are like, you know, you'd be hanging out, you'd be like, yo, I'm going to the hip hop room, I'll see you like in an hour.
Yeah.
And people would like jet off to the hip hop room and then like the DJ would be jamming in there and you'd be like, oh, and then you wind up staying in there the whole night.
Yeah, you
You're
still
like,
get lost.
Yeah.
You know, and then you link up the night, like, yo, what happened to you, bro? You're not gonna believe it. I was here. And
yeah, that doesn't exist
no,
anymore
not,
today.
not like it used to. No.
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, the places are a lot smaller now.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like lounges. You know?
Yeah. So it's not like you're gonna get lost in the bleachers and palladium.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah, yeah. So who were some of the DJs that you sort of looked up to when you were coming up in the game? I mean, were there specific guys that you were like,
The
oh,
first was Draper. The first time I heard like Tony Draper main floor, I was like, holy shit, what is this? You know?
yeah,
Tiesto, Paul Oakenfold. But when I first started as a DJ, I wouldn't listen to hip hop at all. I refused. I hated it. I was strictly house.
you're a
up
house
until,
guy.
Like, I don't know, 7 years ago.
It's your
And then it
brother's
switched,
fault.
and then like I learned more about hip hop and open format and you and Riz and you know, a whole new world.
So were you playing just house when you first started DJing?
Really, yeah.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I turned into one of those like 4 o'clock in the morning DJs, like the late night shit.
Yeah.
They had Spider Club on top of Avalon, Gypsy Tea After Hours, Discotheque, like all those.
So
late
you were
night
playing
spots.
after hours.
Yeah, Asterion on Sunday nights. I used to play stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then what made you make that change?
I kind of saw like the trends changing. I don't want, you know, like not that I got bored of it, but it wasn't playing as much as I wanted to. I wasn't playing for as many people as I wanted to. I kind of just switched it up.
Okay.
Yeah, it was harder to get on
Met
as
Joe
a
Messina.
house DJ. Yeah, it was a lot harder to get on as a house DJ.
And actually, I guess it might have been during that transition time where sort of like, you know, like you had that period where like house music was the main room, hip hop was the side room, and then you went through that transformation period where hip hop was becoming more mainstream on the main floor.
Yeah.
That also and Serato. I forgot. Serato played a big factor because before Serato, you wanted a song, you went to the record shop, you spent $10. After Serato came out, you could just download whatever you wanted. So
Right.
I started downloading more hip hop. Like, oh, I can play this. I can try to scratch or.
Yeah.
But now, like, what would you say it is? Like 60% hip hop, 40%
Now when I get
dance
booked,
music, or
it's mostly hip hop.
yeah.
Mostly out of state. It's mostly hip hop. A little bit of EDM still, but
So you produced house music.
yeah.
So you still producing house music, but you're just playing hip hop. How does that work out for you?
Kind of producing everything like EDM, so like trap, twerk. I want to play produce a little bit of hip hop, house, just
Yeah.
whatever I feel like, whatever I'm in the mood for, you know.
Yep. And
It's-
you're in the studio a lot. Every time I speak to you, you're
Yeah.
always in the studio.
yeah.
It's good.
There's always like something new to learn and like.
So what are you focusing on now? Mostly trap music.
I got a new release on Friday for my birthday. I'm gonna give it out for free. It's a twerk track, like 105 BPM. You'll hear it later.
Okay.
Just like high energy. I sampled KRS One.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool. I got a trap collaboration coming out. A couple of house things I'm finishing up, and we'll see.
Okay. So talk to us about the agency that you're managed by. You're managed by 4AM.
Yeah.
How'd that whole thing come about?
They're fucking awesome. Shout out Madison, Chachi, Jusky. 4M it's really awesome. It really lasts like years, so like changed my life.
In what sense?
Just like the types of venues I'm playing, traveling. They take care of everything. Like they're just awesome. Every night I get a text, hey, are you okay? Do you need anything? You need us to like contact anybody? Every day I get an email, yo, we want to do this next. Like here's an idea for you for marketing. Here's a new demographic you want to reach out to. It's just something I never was really accustomed to. It's just
Yeah, because up until then you were
Awesome.
doing everything on your own, right?
pretty much. I mean, Joe Messina was managing me, you know. Shout out Joe Messina. And he did great. He locally he brought me up and you know got me in all the right rooms, from like home and guest house, Kane, up until you know like more recent spots.
Yep.
It was just time to like move to an agency to play for more like a more massive audience,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So it's crazy how like the game has changed, where like now DJs are being, more DJs are being managed by an agency as opposed to years ago.
Yeah.
Like you're just getting called by a promoter and it's just like come down. But now it's so
Yeah.
much more involved in being a
it's,
DJ.
It's so much more structured now. Whereas back then it was like, yo, you want to play? You do anything on Friday? Can you bring 10 people? Sure, all right.
But now, I mean, I think now DJing can be recognized as a legitimate job.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Like, because before, so many people like, oh yeah, I DJ on the side and I'm gonna get a real job.
Well,
But
now it's proven you can become a rock star mixing music. Where,
Yeah.
Yep.
like Tiesto or Calvin Harris is the modern day rock stars.
So you grew up on vinyl.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how important of a role do you think that played for you in being a DJ, or do you think it really mattered, or?
I think it's totally. I really appreciate the fact that I think like the last of the generation that got to go record shopping and sit there on a Saturday afternoon for hours just putting new shit on a turntable and listening to it, not knowing what it is. It just gave me a greater appreciation for different styles of music, different types of music, and really searching for that right record for the right time of the party. Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to go to Satellite Records on, I think, Bowery, and just sit there for like hours.
Yeah.
Check out like the European section and all this like crazy weird shit. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Nobody else liked it, but.
And you're spending like $200 and you're getting like 12 records.
Or the
Crazy.
imports.
Yeah. All the imports, yeah.
Yeah.
Could you tell us what this is all about?
So when I quit smoking like 2 years ago, and I needed something. I was used to like smoking cigarettes.
These
while
are
I
Jolly
DJed.
Ranchers, by the way.
Yeah. I was chewing gum. I was eating candy, like Snickers. I was bringing stuff with me to the clubs. And one of the clubs I was playing at, the lighting guy used to bring a bag of Jolly Ranchers and leave it in the DJ booth. Yeah, it's something to snack on throughout the night. And one night, some girl came up to me. She was like, "Hey, can you play this song?" I was like, "No, but here." And she was like, "Oh, okay, all right." And she walked away. I was like, "Fuck, all right." So now,
That was
so
easy.
so I started bringing a bag of Jolly Ranchers with me. And every time someone goes, "Can you play the new Beyonce?" "No, but here, take this and leave me alone." She was like, "Oh, okay," and walk away.
Because I've been seeing you snap. There's more than just Jolly Ranchers.
Well, yeah,
now.
it kind of evolved now that.
He's not gonna stop bringing
I guess
sandwiches.
the real story is, if you're ever at a club where Rick Wonder's DJing and you have bad breath, just go to the DJ booth.
Request a bad song.
If you ask for a song and I give you one of these, that means you're probably not going to hear it. It's probably not going to happen.
It's more than just Jolly Ranchers, bro.
Yeah. Something.
So awesome. So talk to us about music preparation, like how, in terms of getting music, like how much time do you spend just putting your music together for your gigs and finding new stuff and being on top of the game in terms of being fresh with music?
Probably like an hour a day. An hour a day, like I subscribe to a bunch of music, like record pools and blogs and stuff like that. I'll just check them like an hour a day, see if anything, sparks my interest or whatever. Apple Music actually changed everything now, because now you can just pick a random playlist and listen to music while you're doing whatever, get open up to new songs you never even heard of, and then maybe find something to incorporate into your sets and stuff. But usually, yeah, about an hour. I'll try to spend like one day on twerk, one day on trap, one day on electro or whatever.
So now when you're playing in different cities, do you have playlists already set? Like, these records work in Chicago, these records work in Atlantic City, these records work in One Oak, New York City.
Yeah.
Do you have your playlist set like that?
I'll save histories from like good nights
Yeah.
as like a reference to go back to. So I'm at the same venue like 2 months later.
Like all these
if
records
something's
work.
going bad or whatever, I can be like, okay, what I play at 1 o'clock? Okay, this works, and kind of like course correct if something should.
It's great that you have the ability to do that
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah.
And do you ever like try to go like random, like where you'll do like maybe an older hip hop set at a club, like like maybe you haven't played old hip hop in a really long time, you're like, I'm feeling it, or you might go one direction with a record and they start vibing and you might,
Every night that I'm allowed to. I'm not really like a technical, like, I don't crab scratch and stuff like that, but I want to do like wordplay. I want to do my sets. I want to be about like shock value. Like, oh shit, I can't believe I heard that, or I can't believe he went from this into this, or whatever. Just like different fun stuff to do. So every night I try to do something different, and sometimes it works out where it's awesome, and sometimes it's terrible, but at least it's something different and fresh and unique instead of playing the same. I don't know.
So
30
you have a
future
set.
songs.
You have a setup in your house where you're practicing during the day.
Not in my house, in the studio. Me and a couple of Chachi MOTs, we rent a studio in the city, and we have a DJ set up, a couple of studio setups, and we all get together, work on edits, work on our sets, scratching, whatever. I'm trying to nail the craft, but
That's
I can't.
good.
He could teach you a few things about scratch.
I watch him and I'm like, oh man, come on.
I fell off.
Yeah, right.
He's good. He's too hard on himself.
One night here, I couldn't believe it. I walked in, I was like, yeah, all right, no. I'm just gonna sit in the corner.
Yeah, it's something you got.
Yeah, well, him.
Take notes.
I don't know. We did like an off the air but on the air thing where him and MOS went at it for about 45 minutes,
Yeah.
where they were cutting and scratching.
I used to just practice every day. That's all. If you want to learn how to scratch, it's every day. It's hours a day.
So I used to practice every day, but instead of practicing scratching, I was practicing blending house music.
Yeah.
Get just blending, try to blend 3 records at a time or whatever. Because I came from like, a lot of people came from the hip hop and like scratch side. I came from the trying to be like Jonathan Peters and DJ for 20 hours. So.
Yeah.
That works.
But I think that's
Yeah.
good. I mean, I think, like, if, it sort of helps in the dynamics of things, right? You
Yeah,
know,
I mean-
when you're playing in all different genres,
Yeah, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's whatever works. If people like it, if people are vibing to it, then.
So your schedule's crazy. You're all over New York City. You're traveling a lot. What's your favorite place right now to DJ?
In New York or just in general?
In general, like your schedule, like through your schedule right now for the next month. What are you looking forward to?
Shit. I don't know. There's so many places. I really enjoy every time I play at One Oak, PhD, Tao,
One Oak you're doing on Sundays, right?
Wednesdays and Sundays.
Wednesdays
Yeah.
and
Not
Sundays.
once a month on Wednesday, once a month on Sunday. Yeah. And so it's just something about people coming out late night on a Sunday. Like they're there to party. They're not
Yep.
there. They're not there to worry about like looking cool like on a Saturday night or, whatever. They're just there to have fun, throw their hands up, get drunk.
Well, they're different people also because the people who go out on Friday and Saturday night usually have normal jobs and go to work on
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah.
And then you have these Sunday night people that come from everywhere
Yeah.
and they're not going to work the next day. And it's just a different vibe in the club.
Yeah. And I mean,
I feel that in every Sunday night party.
is there even such a thing as the Bridge and Tunnel crowd anymore, right? I mean, it's just like, it's different today.
There's some parties that are still, I would
Yeah.
still say Bridge and Tunnel.
Yeah.
I think there's just different levels. There's some that you walk in, you're like, yep.
You can say Sunday at One Oak is a Bridge and Tunnel, but it's like a different class of Bridge and
Yeah.
Tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less,
Yeah.
There's no fights.
Yeah.
Well, at least, I guess the people who were coming from Brooklyn anyway are not even from Brooklyn anymore. So,
I don't know.
so it's like the
Brooklyn's
different-
changed.
So,
Brooklyn's cooler than the city now, so.
It is.
yeah, it is. That's why we're in Redhook.
That's right.
What's like top 3 records of all time for you? Like, what are like 3 songs that resonate? I know that's a loaded question, but like,
Daft Punk one more time.
really?
Yeah, 100%.
That's a great answer.
I don't know. That's tough.
No, but even just that one. I mean,
That, Jonathan Peters all this time.
yeah, that's a good song too.
Uh,
That's a good song too.
One more, Rick.
Florence and the Machine, You've Got the Love.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a
It's a
good, wow,
great
it's a
record.
3 house song.
Yeah.
This is a house guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love hip hop. Like,
So what's your number 1 banger right now that you love to play in the club or that you're getting the best response from?
It's got to be a Drake record.
I don't know.
Future,
New DJ Khaled.
I Got the Keys.
For Free is a great record right
I hate
now.
that song.
Yeah?
I hate it. I hate it.
It's being played everywhere.
Be careful what you say. We're on live.
I'm sorry. I don't hate it. I prefer to play it at 11:30 instead of.
They
1:30.
don't want us to win.
No, he's awesome. And, like, everything about him is great. Just that record. All I do is win. I got the keys. They're great. For Free, it's okay.
Oh, man. I don't know.
My opinion. Whatever. He's killing it. So.
All right.
So what do you have in store for us tonight?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna wing it and see what happens. Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah, of course. I get to play whatever I want,
Good, man.
right? I think.
No, you get to play
Okay,
anything
alright,
you want.
alright, cool.
That's why this place is here. But before we get on, they have a little bit of a surprise for you. Since it's your birthday and everything, the crew wanted to bring out a little cake for you. We're trying to embarrass you as much as possible on this segment.
Here we go. We're going to sing Happy Birthday to Rick.
Come on.
There we go.
Yeah.
Had to hook up the cupcakes for you.
Ah.
Yeah.
Behind.
This is why 4M is the best. This is why right here.
Oh shit!
This is
You
why.
got your Starburst too.
We brought the club to you.
Yes. Happy birthday.
All right. All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break. We're going to get Rick up on the turntables. I'm going to get this started.